It's your boy Crypto Millie back with another one. It seems like we have been in a waiting room forever, but we do have some positive catalysts on the horizon. Make sure that you guys like, subscribe. Also, would challenge anybody to comment and let me know what are the chances that you think we get a federal rate cut in the next few days. Now, you can see that this from a statistical standpoint, it says that we have absolutely no chance of getting a cut, but for some reason, there has been a momentum starting to build on a potential rate cut. Now, that would, I know something drastically would have to happen, but at the end of the day, I remain bullish because I think the market hasn't priced in 3 federal rate cuts. But the next most important catalyst short term would be a possible Israel-Iran peace deal. So it's been remarkable. I'm saying that to say this. It's been remarkable the fact that the market has been able to. This is a testament of crypto strength, right? Like war, all this, I preach peace on the channel, but like war and all this extra stuff that we going through, right? Whether it's, compliance, law, war, rug pull, scams, whatever. It seems that we are being ushered into a new age of finance. And you can tell by the strength of not just Bitcoin, but these altcoins in the midst of all of the turmoil, the skepticism, crypto still remains strong. So I always tend to be bullish, but I want to make it clear to anybody that's watching this video that's not involved in crypto. I think there is a risk there because of the adoption that's happening daily. I think some other things happen today. On the other news, Michael Saylor here buys another $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. So people do have money somewhere, right? With Bitcoin now crossing over 107,000. So I talked about in the live streams how I wanted to put that long in. Unfortunately, I didn't get an opportunity to do it because Bitcoin didn't hit, and Solana didn't hit the price point I wanted to hit. Still would have been up on a 10x, 20x. But hey, you win some, you lose some. Crypto goes up, crypto goes down. There will always be another opportunity, and I think that's important for anybody that's new into crypto that thinks that, oh my God, I missed a dip. There's always going to be another opportunity in crypto, and not just crypto, but risk on asset investing, not financial advice. So we may be on the horizon to an Israel peace deal. We may be on the horizon to multiple Fed cuts. One can only assume that we should see some type of explosion for crypto, not this herky-jerky up one day. I'm talking about a real full-blown alt season. And I know everybody's waiting for that. Let me know in the comments if you are waiting for that altcoin season. So at the time that I made this report, Bitcoin's price was about 106,000, right? I said 160. We may be going to 160, right? The crypto market has experienced heightened volatility with risk on assets like Bitcoin and ETH and altcoins under pressure. Liquidation surged past 1 billion this week, driven by high leverage positions and macro pressures. However, some analysts see Bitcoin's 200K year-end target still in play, supported by institutional adoption and inflows. So every time we do get these dips and these corrections, ETF inflows have gone up, which shows institutional interest. We also have the RWA TVL here exploding, and stablecoin market cap also increasing. You like to see this DEX volume up to show people are playing around on chain, but this is why I believe more money will be coming into crypto, because we truly haven't seen retail here yet. In fact, the sentiment in crypto continues to die, yet our prices continue to either go up or stay, solid, stagnant, whatever you want to call it, right? Trade sideways, but that's not bad. That's not bad. Yes, at some point, crypto is going to have to make a decision, but it's not bad to be able to hold this type of strength as sentiment decreases from a retail perspective, which can only mean one thing: institutions and smart money are accumulating. And this is why buying these dips may feel painful, but might garner a lot of rewards in Q4 2025 once the market starts to price in not only the adoption, but a peace rally and also Fed cuts. So just keep an open-minded perspective. Doesn't mean you have to go sell everything and buy into crypto, no, right? But it doesn't mean that we're just bearish and bullish, because technically, even from a TA perspective, we're bullish, right? I also would also caution and argue the time that we have in this cycle. So at some point, this 4-year cycle has to end. I know people don't want to hear that, but again, I've done the research for you. I don't know why this is supposed to be right here. I've showed you guys post-halving corrections, post-halving to price peak, and post-halving to side price cycle, top peak here on multiple cycles, and now we're in this cycle where our model is predicting that the cycle top should be somewhere in Q4, right? Followed by an altcoin season 30 to 90 days after, right? As that liquidity rotation starts to rotate. So I am of the belief that the next leg is still up. As soon as this ultimate RSI continues to be bullish and above our ultimate RSI cross here. So in my opinion, it's still a go. It's still a go. Nothing has changed. If something does change, I'll let you guys know. I'm also monitoring the stock market, which we're coming up to this huge neckline, which we've been talking about for the last couple weeks. But you can see here, huge explosion on the Lux Algo Ultimate RSI. This is a very powerful indicator. So I'm very, very bullish on the market right now, even in the midst of this war tension. I want peace, but the market seems to be calling a bluff, right? It is important to know on something like the QQQ that we can't say it's confirmed yet until we get over this neckline. So I want to make it clear for anybody that think that I'm saying, oh, the explosion, it has to happen. We have some resistance that we have to overcome, and we also have to print confirmation candles above that resistance. So it's important to be extremely realistic in this situation. That way we don't sound like we like a recording, right? And like recorded record or something, like saying the same things over and over. I will continue to monitor the DXY, which is now confirmed below 100. But look at the ultimate RSI Lux Algo on the DXY. You see how it's just like capitulating? It's below that orange line. That means massive bearish momentum, which is bullish for the market. On top of that, we want to check out the VIX, the volatility here. 1918 continues to show bearish momentum, so this is also bullish for the market. So like I said, we'll continue to monitor the situation, things like war tension and things like that. But understand, escalating Israel-Iran conflict could cause market corrections and sell-offs. So you want to make that, I got to make that clear. We're not out of we're not out of the woodworks yet, but things are showing, strength, right? MicroStrategy continues to buy, but a lot of people are a little bit skeptical that they could be starting to sell soon because they're reporting paper losses. Who knows? What to watch this week? Geopolitical developments. Of course, we talked about that. U.S. and China trade talks, the escalation on tariffs, Federal Reserve signals. Again, this is popping up a lot, that a lot of people think that a Fed cut is more closer than we believe. Crypto-specific events. I've been hearing a lot about this Ripple settlement and how this could also drive altcoin momentum, similar to Circle's IPO. Pay attention to BTC holding support at 100,000. I would say ETH holding support at around 2,100 to 2,000. So that'd be good for Ethereum. Besides that, nothing burger, right? It is what it is. Crypto and risk on assets face headwinds and geopolitical risk and macro uncertainty, but adoption trends and regulatory clarity provide upside potential. We continue to be strong no matter what is thrown at us, and this is why I continue to be bullish on the future of finance, not just specifically crypto. If you see where finance is headed, it makes you feel a little bit more better about holding some of these bags. But y'all let me know what y'all think about the crypto market. I want to give you an overview starting on Monday, and maybe today or tomorrow I'll talk about some specific coins on a live or something like that. Anyway, do you think we're going to get Fed cuts? Are you bullish or bearish on the market? What about this tension? Is it over with? Can we finally put our longs in? Guys, NFA, but let me know what you think about the market. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'll see you in the next one.